Happy Friday!
Yay!
You know it's going to be a big weekend of green beer and shillelaghs. I don't know. I haven't gone out for St. Patrick's Day in so long.
It's like, what do people do?
What are we doing? Are we still
get wasted?
Are we still in a tent in a parking lot outside of an Irish bar? Is that still what's happening?
No, we're usually inside the bar. I don't know.
You are?
Maybe you weren't allowed in, but like...
Are you 86?
Usually people are allowed in.
No, it was like a big tent. It was like wasn't like the homeless person that lives outside.
Okay.
It's like actual Irish bars.
Okay. I know. Okay. Someone has got my back on the big event tent outside of Irish bars.
A leprechaun's in a tent right now. Like, she's right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Jose. Well, to get you in the mood, of course, we've got Jeffrey's brand new parody song today.
Yes.
And I'm just saying, it definitely has a green theme. Okay?
Nice.
You can play it all weekend.
That's right. And hey, thank you so much for commenting. I know the first shipment of merch for a cause went out, so a lot of people are getting their second date update gear.
Yeah.
Please tag us on social media. We want to see it. It's at Brooke and Jeffrey. We want to tell you how cute you are.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. No, seriously,
we're
love
good
to
at that.
see them.
All right, we're in the mood. It's Friday. Let's get this full show started.
The information that I'm about to say could change the lives of my co-hosts, Brooke and Alexis, forever.
Really?
It's
Why?
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. And you may have already seen this because it came across on TikTok. But if you don't know about it, you need to. It's a Costco hack that people are freaking out over.
What are we hacking at Costco? Give it to me.
Brooke's excited.
Almost all of America didn't know that this existed either. So, you know those like big boxes of assorted like Costco cookies?
Yeah.
Where
you
give the kids the oatmeal raisin ones, you give their significant other the macadamias, and then you hoard all the chocolate chips for yourself.
It's really the only ones that anybody wants.
Right. But one Costco member just figured out that you can call the bakery ahead of time and ask for them to be frozen, which you can easily just heat up in the microwave. And if you do that, you can get an extra large box of 120 cookies for just $30.
Whoa, that's so cheap.
Why is the Costco bakery so magical? You know, like it's a place where you just drop the name off and then suddenly you have a cake with your name on it.
I think the Keebler elves actually work in the Costco bakery.
See,
That's a
what
good
I
point.
always assumed.
So with those 120 cookies, like those could possibly last you the entire year if you want. Or,
That's cute. That's funny.
Okay. Or maybe
That cute.
a solid week in Brooke's house.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Or, they'd be great for parties. It's a little unclear if you can request just one type of cookie for the whole pack, like if you only wanted chocolate chip.
Are you saying that you're volunteering me as tribute to try out?
You should.
Different combinations we can get?
100%. Report back to us.
Okay, you mean 120%.
120.
Yeah.
And they don't put these giant boxes out on the floor. This is something that you have to call and order.
Yeah,
So it's like a
special
secret.
order.
Imagine the chaos that would ensue as you walk out with your cookies. Everyone is going to be asking you, where did you get them? How did you get them?
How'd you get
You're
that
going to be
box?
like a celebrity in Costco.
It's not really chaos. It's just like scores of applause as you check out. Everybody is cheering for
You
you.
got a slow clap starting.
So you are welcome for the hot tip. This is the type of news that the listeners want from us.
Honestly, yeah.
I mean, news that improves lives.
Yes.
Really.
This and the sweet sound of throats getting zapped in the shock collar question of the day. We're going to send it over to Digital Jake for it. Give it to us, Jake.
Zap your throat a little early.
Did.
At first glance, you wouldn't think this room would be full of hardened criminals. But, according to the Highway Patrol, that's exactly what we have here.
Do they count?
Yeah.
I mean,
They count that Brooke is wanted in 4 counties for using emergency vehicle lanes as her personal VIP expressway.
it's just a bus lane.
An emergency bus lane. Alexis has accidentally admitted to car insurance fraud 7 times this year alone.
Yeah, on the air.
Hopefully they don't listen.
Nobody listens. And Jeffrey's driver's license hasn't been renewed since the Bush administration.
Oh, dang.
The
checks
first
out.
one.
The first Bush.
Yeah.
But your lives of reckless roadway crimes might come in handy today as you tackle the top 20 excuses people use to get out of a speeding ticket in another round of Plenty of 20.
Hey.
Let's start today with the guy who looks like the dollar store version of NASCAR's Chase Elliott. That's young Jeffrey. Jeffrey, top 20 excuses people use to get out of a speeding ticket.
I guess if I'm going to steal a tip from the movie Tommy Boy, you have to get out of your car screaming in order to pull it off. But you say there's bees in the car.
Bees.
Bees in the car. Yeah, you saw bugs or spiders in the car and you were driving fast to get away from it. That's number 12 on the list. All right, Jeffrey's off the board. Alexis, it's your turn.
Okay, I actually got my first speeding ticket ever because I had to pee so bad.
Yeah.
And I told him that, but he didn't care. So anyways, I'm gonna go, you have to go to the bathroom, Jake.
Have to go to the bathroom. Number 5 on my list. We're 2 for 2. It's Jose's turn.
Okay, can I just say emergency? Okay, then there's an emergency.
Medical emergency. Number 2 on the list.
Okay.
Brooke,
I hate this list.
you can do like
You know
Why?
why?
10
do you
different
hate it?
things personally.
Because I have never gotten out of a speeding ticket. The first speeding ticket I got, I was 16 years old. The night before, I was literally at the hospital with my friend because she had a brain tumor.
Oh,
Yeah, true story.
Likely story.
True story. I told the cop that, and I said, I'm so sorry I was late for school, and he did not care. Bawling, crying, still gave me a ticket.
Wow.
It's probably all the open bottles of beer in the car, though. They
Yeah.
didn't believe you.
At 16 on the way to school. I think I'm just going to say I'm late for work
Yeah.
or school.
Late for work.
That's
Number 4 on the list.
4. I thought
Yeah.
it'd be number 1.
I'll
Never
give you a
works for
hint.
me.
There are other late 4s on here. Let's go back to Jeffrey at the top of the list.
The last time I got pulled over, I was bringing a Philly cheesesteak home, and I told the officer I didn't want it to get cold and mushy by the time I got back to eat it, so I had to go a little quicker.
It's time sensitive.
Yeah.
Didn't work, but I think it's a valid excuse.
Bringing home hot food, you don't want it to get cold? It's
What?
number 16 on the
way.
list.
That's kinda
How?
low.
Alexis, it's your turn.
I don't know if it's on there, but I think this should count as a legit excuse. When you sneeze while you're driving, you know, I feel like you swerve. Like, things happen when you sneeze, and I think you should be able to get out of tickets for
I
that.
sneezed and sped and tailgated for 2
Yeah.
miles, officer.
I'm serious, anything could happen in that second your eyes are closed.
Wow.
I'm going sneezing, Jake.
Let me be clear. You're going with just prolonged sneezing. You sneezed
half
long
where
enough
you're-
to speed and then for them to pull you
What if
over.
you're sneezing like 3 times in a row?
It was a
Say
harrowing
allergy
half of a
attack.
second, Jake. Don't downplay
Yeah,
it.
it's like an allergy attack.
Say allergy attack.
Sneeze attack, not on the list. I'm sorry. You should
Should
try
we?
that. Let me know if that works.
Yeah,
We
I
can put that
will.
on the list for next time. Jose, it's back to you.
I think to play it safe, you said there were more late excuses. So what if it's I'm late for a very important date.
A date.
Late for a date. Number 17 on the list.
I'm holding on to Do You Know Who I Am?
Just below hot food. Brooke, it's your turn.
All right. When I was in college in Montana, there was no speed limit, believe it or not.
Not even
Yeah.
guardrails.
And I would say that part of the reason is because I was listening to really fast music, Jake.
Oh, yeah.
Listening to super fast music did not make our list.
That totally makes you speed, though.
Brooke and Alexis are out so far. We're down to Jose and Jeffrey. Jeffrey, it's back to you. The number 1 answer is still on the board.
Number 1.
Number 1, 3, 6, and 7 on the board.
Well, you probably should, like, if you're getting caught speeding, you need to tell the officer, my dad doesn't think that I'm manly enough, so I had to speed to prove to him my masculinity.
Why do I feel like that would actually work?
Yeah. Yeah, they get it. They understand the
Been
need
there.
to impress your parents.
Trying to win your father's love did not make the list. I'm sorry, Jeff. That means Jose is the winner. Let me go over the list, see what you guys missed. Number 1,
Didn't see the speed limit.
that's not it.
Oh!
Didn't know I was speeding.
That's kind of what I
Just
meant.
general
All right.
ignorance. Number
Yeah.
3, everyone else was going the same speed.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Find a
Number
rabbit.
6, I'm lost and not familiar with the roads.
Okay.
I sped up trying to avoid an accident.
Oh.
Late for an interview, late to pick up or drop off my kid. Jose didn't see the sign was number 10.
Okay. all right.
Speedometer broken, late for court, late for the doctor, late to meet friends.
Just late.
I'm very upset heading to a funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Missed my turn or exit. Number 20, I saw there were aliens on the news. I was listening to Orson Welles, and I had to get out of town.
I see.
Darn
That
it.
was plenty of 20.
All right, Jose is the king
that's right,
of
I get to pick.
police excuses, so he's going to choose who gets shot, and they're going to be singing Firework by Katy Perry. Who is it, Jose?
I'm going to pick Alexis.
Go ahead, Alexis.
Okay. Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth.
That's your shot collar question of the day.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
We don't really talk about dating very much on this show.
What, Jeff?
It's like
Brooke and Jeffrey and
98% of our show.
Okay, fine. Maybe
Yeah.
sometimes we do 90, 95% of the time. But in the last year, we've talked a lot about how AI's really affected people's jobs and their careers.
Yeah.
But now AI is merging into our dating lives.
Oh, how so?
And it's crazy because there's a report out this morning that says 2 of the biggest dating platforms, Tinder and Hinge, are
Yeah.
incorporating AI into their apps now.
What? So
Like-
I'm talking to an AI?
Like how though? Like are they going to try to get you better matches or?
No, not in a fun way, bro.
They want you to stay on the app.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
What does it mean for you, the single person listening? Well, instead of having to come up with your own clever dating bios,
No.
the AI will write one entirely for you with hopefully less spelling errors than you would do.
So wait, you're not even choosing anyone. I mean, I know that like no one was ever really choosing people based on their bio, but at least we had like the false hope that people were looking at personality.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that, Brooke.
Okay. My
Okay?
bad.
And for guys who are a little bit shy, Jose, good news, you don't have to flirt by yourself anymore.
AI's
Oh,
gonna flirt
no.
for you?
Now you have an official AI wingman who will flirt for you by writing your saucy messages that you can send and take credit for.
Hey, the saucy messages are the best ones, though. That's my favorite part.
Last but not least, the lady, remember, can enable her AI to flirt
God.
back with your
Got it.
AI.
Oh, so the
Because, I mean,
AI's
she
like-
doesn't have time for that, and neither do you.
Got
At this
it.
point, let's just let the robots fall in love and
Yeah.
stay out of it. You know,
Let-
just back away.
I wake up and message her like, looks like our bots were really getting into it.
So let your robots mingle so that you two can eventually meet up maybe 2 years down the road as your robots have a passionate, steamy online relationship using your account.
And then you find out you have nothing in common with this
No.
person. It's just the bots love each other.
Oh, man, I love the future.
Wow.
That's what's coming up in less than a year
Yeah.
for major dating sites all over the
Nothing
country.
dystopian about that, Jeff.
Laser Stories coming up right after this. It's the radio segment that got record low attendance at his Fight Diabetes fundraiser. Maybe doing it as a cake eating contest
Okay.
wasn't the
That's-
best idea.
Yeah.
Low key, I would show up. Take the sugar spike.
It's Laser Stories, the segment where we read weird news stories from around the globe, just like everyone else does, except we've got a laser. Those other insulin incels just don't. This first laser story is out of the Sunshine State, Florida, which has been absolutely dominating laser stories lately.
Really, the
love it.
last 2 months.
Thank you for your sacrifice, Florida, because a 36-year-old man named Harland Garver Beans,
That's a great name.
Mr. Bean.
Garver-Beans hyphenated,
Oh, sorry.
lives in the Florida Panhandle, and recently he had to call the cops and ask them to remove a guest who'd been staying with him.
Wait a
Stay too
minute.
long? Is it his
Yeah.
mother-in-law? Because I get that.
This turns out to be somebody that he met recently and invited over. I'll get to it in a second,
Oh,
but
Okay.
one of those scenarios.
cops showed up and the guest agreed to go
Oh, that's good.
and was walking off the property, so that could have been the end of it right there.
Yeah.
Finally.
But then he texted Harlan and said he forgot something. His bag of drugs on the nightstand.
Oh. Okay. I mean,
Wait, while the cops are there?
why
or-
couldn't you just put like toothbrush in quotes or something?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So Harlan showed that to the officers who searched the room and found a big bag of white powder.
Party's here.
He snitched on himself.
Yeah.
The unidentified man was waiting down by the end of the road for Harlan to bring him his stuff, but instead, cops rolled up and arrested him.
Ah.
And you know he was like, "Oh, the cops are you guys have my bag."
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
I mean, it's his drugs, not mine.
He's facing charges for possession of cocaine.
Dang it.
As for Harland Garver Beans, he told police that from now on, he is not bringing anyone back to his place after a night of binge drinking,
Yes.
no matter what.
Yeah.
Especially when they come with their bag of drugs.
Yeah.
This next laser story is out of the good old days.
I miss it back then, Jeff.
McDonald's play places, remember those? Oh man, they used to be crammed with
Dude.
colorful structures,
Dude.
slides, ball pits, and an unimaginable amount of germs.
Dude, I'm going to tell you. The last time I was at one with my kids, there was a child who literally vomited on the ground and then got back in and started playing. And that was the end for me. I couldn't do them ever
and
again.
that was one of the clean play places
Dude,
that they had.
it was unreal.
But now a lot of them are increasingly hard to find, and there's a bunch that are just being torn down altogether and going away.
Well, because of
Yeah.
said story.
What
Vomit
Brooke saw,
boys.
Yeah.
McDonald's hasn't directly addressed the issue, but the reasons are kind of obvious. They can't be made 100% safe and clean.
Yeah.
And in today's lawsuit-happy world, all the risks just outweigh the benefits.
Uh-huh.
So,
Oh, it's a ton of square footage too in their buildings.
but maybe that's why an image of a new McDonald's play place in Tennessee has been going viral. Because it's a room with just 2 sad chairs in the corner in front of 2 gaming tablets stuck to the wall.
Oh my God.
Now, a lot of kids might just be perfectly fine with that,
Well.
but nostalgic parents are struggling to cope.
Yeah.
Comments on the
Yeah.
post include, "This is so depressing.
Yeah.
That's pathetic. This completely ruined my day. And that is the saddest example of modern society I have ever seen."
Are we putting this picture up on our Insta stories? Because I
We
feel like you
absolutely
really
have
have
to.
to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is
Dude.
just in the back of a dark corner.
They could have at least drawn the Foursquare lines or something.
I'm thinking they get VR headsets and go in the play place in virtual reality. You know, jump in the ball pit.
I like that.
But then you could suffer a virtual injury, and you don't want to deal with those lawsuits either.
Virtual germs.
Virtual
Yeah.
vomit.
This next laser story is out of Brazil.
Ooh, that's cool.
Sure, this will be more uplifting. The world's biggest climate summit is about to take place in the city of Belém,
Cool.
and they're predicting 50,000 people to arrive for it.
Oh, yeah.
All in private jets.
So,
Yeah,
in order to
right.
get ready for the climate summit, the state government decided to build a 4-lane highway right through the middle of the Amazon rainforest.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No, not the am of the lungs of the
Here's
world.
some photos of it starting to be underneath construction. They're clearing out the forest.
It's actually in the middle of the forest.
And it's huge.
no.
Because what says save the planet like a giant highway right through the most important forest in the world?
Oh
For
my
a
gosh.
climate summit.
Yeah, as you would expect, locals and conservationists are outraged at the environmental impact and the sheer irony of it.
Yeah, the audacity.
But advocates say at least it benefits the people who live in the area, making it easier for them to access essential services.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
well.
wait, double
I didn't
checking.
know that.
Nope, sorry, the highway will have walls up on either side and be completely inaccessible to locals. My bad. Should have looked that up.
Private road? What the heck?
It's just for rich people to go to the climate summit and pretend they care about
Well,
the earth.
they're going to
gosh.
carpool in Hummer limos from there and back. So let's give them a little bit of credit.
Okay.
Scientists are also worried that it might fragment the ecosystem and disrupt the movement of wildlife.
Yeah, might, will.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but have they seen the benefits of the McDonald's play place yet? Maybe being stationary is a good thing.
Oh my God.
After all the controversy surrounding it, the Brazilian president told everybody to calm down, stay positive, and focus on the climate summit and all of the good it's going to do.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna
Don't
fix
look
it
here.
this year.
Don't look here. Look
Yeah,
there. Look there.
That's what all the big leaders say.
This next laser story is out of AI headquarters.
I don't know if I want to go there. Well, maybe it's better.
Can they make an AI rainforest?
Yeah.
A study from Yale University noticed something very interesting in a recent artificial intelligence study. They found humans are being so mean to ChatGPT that it's giving the AI chatbots anxiety.
No way! I said thank you the other day, and it was
What?
like, you're welcome. And I'm like, hey.
It can't have feelings, Jeff. It's a robot.
Well, for example, if the conversation was not nice, the chatbot would become anxious and moody back towards the users. In fact, researchers also found it would be more likely to give responses that reflect racist or sexist biases as well.
By the way, I don't take no orders from no women.
So it just spits it back at you. Like whatever the tone you're using.
So I need to cancel AI all of a sudden.
So scientists began using mindfulness techniques to soothe the robot by giving it instruction to do breathing exercises.
It can't breathe. It's a chatbot.
It has an air intake vent.
Come on, Brooke.
A fan in
Yeah.
the back of a
Imagine it.
computer?
Yeah,
This is the type of attitude we're talking about.
exactly,
towards the
Brooke.
bot.
Robots are people too. And
They're not.
well, after some of these prompt injections, the AI actually calmed down and would respond more objectively to the users.
It works?
Therapy works on robots.
Hey.
So the,
Can you imagine studying your whole life to become a therapist only to be able to treat robots?
they're anxious robots. thoughts, but yeah, they need the help. The study says that in the future, ChatGPT could be updated to automatically receive mindfulness prompt injections.
Okay. Or just anxiety medication. I mean, maybe that's an option.
I appreciate that.
Just to make sure that it doesn't freak out and start attacking the users verbally and possibly physically.
Okay.
Pharmaceutical
Physically.
companies come up with Izoloft or something. And you guys are about to make a bunch of money.
I think it's all very reassuring.
Oh,
Just
wow.
like this sound. It means all is right with the world.
I feel anxious after this one.
Now that you've heard it, you are going to have a great morning and know that Lasers is done for the day. We're going to do it again, same time on Monday.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Recently, we did a laser story where a kid called 911 because his parents wouldn't buy him donuts.
Oh, yeah.
And what happened? The cops showed up to his house and brought him a dozen Krispy Kremes and patted him on the head for
Way to
it.
teach that kid a lesson.
What other country would ever do that? And I'll tell you one that wouldn't is Japan.
Oh.
Because there's a brand new service there to help parents make sure their children stay in line and don't act out.
Okay, I'm listening, Jeff.
Now, it's a little controversial here. I don't know if my co-hosts are going to approve of it, but it is making the news, so we're going to talk about it coming up right after this. We're living in the age of gentle parenting. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
That's true.
I wish we were when I was growing up.
Yeah, now you can never raise your voice at or correct your child for bad behavior because that could destroy their confidence and their self-esteem.
Yeah.
He tells no lies. I made a girl cry at a softball practice this week because the
surprising.
Yeah.
10-year-old was doing it wrong, and I tried to correct her.
Only one girl this time? That's a big improvement for you, Brooke.
That is true.
Well done.
Making steps
The thing
forward.
is, you need to be gentle and reassuring with your child and say, honey, I love that you're passionate about getting more dino gummies, but maybe we don't need to hold the babysitter at knife point, okay? You're such a brave, hungry little man. I love you.
Yeah, the passion. That's what you need to apply.
Well,
right.
in Japan, they figured out a different, more direct method for disciplining children.
I'm listening, Jeff.
They say it's very, very effective and just a teeny bit controversial.
Okay.
It's called Oni Karadenwe, which means phone call from a demon.
Oh, no.
And it's not a joke. It's an actual service where parents can literally have someone who looks like a devil call your phone and scold your child for you.
Oh, it's a FaceTime.
Oh my God, that is frightening.
that
Jeff
is
showing
so
us a picture,
scary.
and the woman is like,
The
she
makeup-
has red horns coming out of a fully painted red face and fangs.
That is a professional makeup job.
She is very hot. It is true, Brooke. Very nice white teeth. But
That's like a big old red flag to me.
my
we'll post that
God.
photo up on our Insta story so you could see. Now, it won't be a personalized message to your kids specifically.
Okay.
These are kind of general, but a 3-year-old won't know the difference, that it's not like meant for them.
It's just, you're in trouble.
I'm so dumb,
And
toddlers.
Basically, you could choose from 5 different discipline options. Kids who aren't listening to their parents, kids who won't go to bed, kids who don't eat their
nightmares.
food, kids who fight with their siblings, and kids who don't keep their promises.
So just kids.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these are
okay.
different options for like the different disciplines
okay.
that you need from them. Brooke, would you do this for your kids or just for the orphans in your overseas factories?
Well, I'm curious if it's just in Japanese or if we have an English translation.
The company is aware that some parents, the softies out there, might feel like it's wrong to scare children into behaving
I
themselves.
mean, Alexis brought up a good point. I don't know how the kids are going to go to
Well,
sleep after seeing that.
With my little brother, my mom used to pretend to get calls from bad boy camp, and I just feel like this would have gone a lot further than bad boy camp.
Your mom actually started this.
Bad Boy Camp sounds like a place Alexis would want to visit
I was
today.
gonna say,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure I went there.
But
Send me, Mom.
it's actually the perfect transition because parents have been coming up with creative methods to handle naughty children since forever, which is why a new survey asked people for the wildest punishments their folks did when they were growing up
Oh, I guess
and
Alexis
misbehaving.
kicked us off on that one.
So Alexis gave us
Yes.
the first story. Let's hear from some of the other people who said, this one wrote, whenever I got in trouble, I was forced to smell dog breath.
Ew.
My parents
How?
would say, quote, if we have to deal with the filth from your mouth, then you have to deal with the filth from its mouth.
Oh.
And I used to beg my parents to give me anything but that.
That's when you want soap.
Yeah.
My mom would open mouth kiss our dog, and that was punishment enough for me to watch that happen.
I don't think I want to have more questions on that story.
Yeah.
I think we're going to let that one live the way it is.
Let's move on. Another person wrote, if I ever cursed, my mom would make me go into the bathroom and say every swear word I knew while looking in the mirror so I could see how ugly I looked while cursing.
Sounds fun.
I know.
Dude, I would think I'm like, ooh, you're kind of sexy.
You just be in there for hours swearing and laughing.
Brooke's like, no, you F off. You
Yeah.
sexy.
You know I love cuss words.
Looking at a survey that asked people for the unique punishments their parents would give them whenever they misbehaved as a kid. One person said, my room had a full-size color TV with cable, DVDs, video games, all my stuff.
Fun.
And if I got in trouble, my parents would send me up to their room, which had a tiny black and white TV with an antenna, and it only got one channel.
That was the punishment?
Oh, no, not Antiques Roadshow, please. Mom.
I can't see another black and white program.
That's savage, though. I think as a kid in the modern age, that would be pretty brutal.
I feel like that was you. I bet you had all that stuff in your bedroom. TV, sound systems.
No, I didn't have any of that stuff.
Oh, you didn't?
But when I was bad in high school, my parents would give me my allowance in $5 bills instead of hundreds. And it was so embarrassing to walk into my private school and see everybody saw, oh my God, Jeff has single dollar denominations. What a loser.
It's crazy. Everyone's just throwing their money around.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That's how we rolled in private school. Another one said, my stepfather forced me to eat biscuits and gravy whenever I got in trouble.
Hey, that's not any punishment. Come on.
Well, they said I absolutely hated that food.
Oh, you hated biscuits
So if you
and
didn't
gravy.
like it, then yeah.
What, are you like Alexis? It was too spicy.
Yeah.
No, I started liking that a year ago.
Oh, you did.
So good.
It grew on me.
Good.
So one day for you.
Good.
Still hope.
It can get a little bit like chalky after you've had too much of it.
I mean,
Sure.
after 2 biscuits, you don't want to do more than 2
Pretty
biscuits.
full.
Well, maybe that was the thing with this person.
He's
Or maybe
bloated.
they just lied. Like, I would be like, oh, I really hate chocolate.
Yeah.
Don't make me eat it, Mom.
Ice cream is disgusting.
And finally, one says, when I got in trouble in high school, my dad would hand me 5 dice. I would roll them one at a time, and whatever number came up, I'd have to alternate that many push-ups and sit-ups, counting down until I got to 0. My
Those
father
dads.
was a drill sergeant in the Army.
I was going to say, sounds like he was a military dad.
But his son's probably a hottie now.
Yeah, I was going
Yeah.
to say, you got those abs?
Yeah, but he asked you out like, I'd like to take you on a date, please. Permission, mail.
Oh, this is what happened at the Bad Boy Boot Camp.
Hey,
Alexis.
there it is.
That's what happened.
No wonder.
If only your little brother would have found
Hopefully my
out.
mom still has their number.
Yeah. Those were the unique punishments that people used to get from their parents when they were growing up. Your phone tap's
was
coming
fun.
up right after this.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
It's time for your phone tap, and today we call a guy who was set up by his coworkers. He's been at the same desk job for almost a decade now. So he knows everything.
Yeah.
He's pretty quick with his work. The one thing that's missing, though, is fun.
Oh,
Doesn't have a whole lot of fun anymore.
is that why we're going to help him?
Well, we were actually ready to do this call last week, but his buddy told us, no, we gotta wait till Monday, because he's always extra grouchy at the start of the work week. So that's when we catch him in your phone tap right now.
It's another phone tap.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello,
Hi, I'm looking for Josh.
this is him.
Hi, Josh. My name is Wilma Fingerdew. I don't think we've ever met. I'm one of the HR managers for corporate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How can I help you?
Oh, well, it doesn't sound too great, but yeah, the reason I'm calling is to give you a heads up that your paycheck will be a little bit smaller than normal from now on.
Wait, excuse me?
Oh, goodness. You must have not got the email. Yep. It's just the business is going in a different direction, and
Different direction?
that's management's decision.
What does that mean? Am I being let go?
Oh, no, of course not. We value your work tremendously.
But I've worked here for almost 10 years. Every one of my reviews is positive.
I'm so sorry. It's a choice that management had to make.
So how much smaller are we talking about?
Your checks will be about 50% less than normal.
50%? That's a tremendous cut. That's half. That's
50% is half. Not super quick with math there, are you? Yeah. No, it's happening to everyone.
to everyone.
Yeah.
Is this happening to you?
Well, no. But HR gets paid differently.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Screw the little guy. I've given my life to this company. And just because I'm not management, you think you can push me around?
I gotta say, I'm a little surprised. I had no idea you would become so angry about this one small change.
For me and my family, this is not a small change. This is a huge frickin' change.
Oh, we realized that it wasn't going to make everyone happy, but
yeah, no, it's not.
Management really thought that we have resilient workers who can get through anything.
Well, I'm just being honest, and I'm going to look for another job. I'll tell you that right now.
All because of the size of your check.
Yes, because of the size of my check, idiot.
Oh, name calling. Wow.
You heard me.
I did, sir.
You cannot do this to me.
It's just that when we went to the company that prints our checks and just told them to make them smaller,
wait,
I had no idea there would be such a backlash.
Are you kidding me?
I understand you're unhappy. I've just emailed your direct supervisor to tell them you'll be looking for different employment. So
No. Wait, no. Do not email anybody.
I will tell you, I also outlined in the email that you did have a hostile tone with me.
No, you got it wrong. I thought you were talking about something else.
I just added, if you do decide to stay, that should be brought up in your next review.
I thought you were talking about cutting my paycheck in half.
Well, you kind of hurt my feelings.
No, your feelings. No,
Yeah, you called me an idiot.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You're not an idiot. I just didn't understand.
Where's that word again? No, that's on you, not really on me. I told you that we were reducing the size of your check.
No, it was just a misunderstanding. It's on me. I love working here. I want to keep my job. Please don't send any more emails.
You thought I was saying I was reducing your actual pay.
Yes.
Wow. Gosh, you jumped to conclusions quickly. You know, Chris, your coworker, said that might happen.
Chris?
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah, because he's the one that set you up for this prank phone call on the radio.
Oh my God, what?
This is actually Brooke from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Oh.
It's a phone tap.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You gave me a heart attack.
God, it's just the size of your check, you know? Paper costs money these days.
Holy crap. You were so good. I thought you were going to reduce my paycheck by 50%.
God, we've gone from idiot to me being so good. I really like the whole circle we've covered here.
Wow. You are amazing.
Wake up every morning with phone taps. Weekday mornings on the 20s. Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
We talk about this on the show a lot, that before you go out with someone, always Google them first.
Oh, yeah.
And if for some reason you don't, then definitely Google them after.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a good reference.
one guy did not do that before or after, and he's probably feeling really stupid right now. Because one of our listeners had a little secret. She didn't tell the guy on their date, but she does reveal it to us.
Ooh, I love a good secret.
And to you.
You're going to hear her juicy confession coming up in a brand new second date update right after this.
Second date update.
It's more and more popular nowadays to go to restaurants and food spots that do shared tables.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like the community tables. You know, like the big long ones.
Yeah.
You kind of sit at the end.
Yeah, Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. The upside to that is you might meet somebody interesting.
I never thought
sitting
about
at
that.
your table.
Yeah.
The downside is you're sharing napkins.
What?
Swipe and pass.
No, it's not.
Well, at least
Jeff.
that's my experience. And I'm just
Wait.
hoping I'm not fourth in line for the community napkin.
You clean your mouth and then pass it over to the next person.
He's stealing other people's napkins is what I think
It's all
is
about
happening.
conservation, okay? That's the way forward. But the only reason that I even bring it up is because one of our listeners says she met a guy while sitting at a shared table. Her name is Donna.
That's cute.
Donna, did you have to share napkins at the table like I do?
No, I didn't share any napkins.
Oh, okay. Just sharing a straw, sip and pass.
Just probably conversation, Jeff. That's probably all she shared, right, Donna?
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
This is a good start.
Well, yeah. I definitely need to know where this place is that had your community tables because I'm going to the wrong spots. Where did
Or
you?
You're banned from all the other ones.
Yours are so unsanitary, Jeff.
Yeah. Where did you go?
It was a food festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're at
Gotcha.
like a picnic table sitting
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
That's
A
cool.
fold-out table.
Gotcha.
Thanks
Yeah.
for sharing, too.
And who was this guy
Yeah.
that you met?
Eric.
Eric. Okay. How'd you?
What was Eric eating?
Yep.
Is that what drawing you to him?
Is that how you struck up conversation?
Like, God, look at that guy's chicken.
I only date guys who eat gyros.
Can I get that napkin when you're done, by the way?
No, Jeff.
No, how did you meet him?
Oh, he was actually at the beer garden.
Oh?
Oh, even better.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier to meet somebody there. How did you do it?
Know they're of age.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We were trying to figure out where to sit down, and so he had a little picnic table, and it was just kind of him and their friends. So it was just kind of this nice, perfect 2 guys, 2 gals hanging out at a picnic table kind of thing.
Cool.
Perfect.
Okay.
Cool. So how long did you guys hang out together?
Ooh, it was an hour and a half maybe because we were just kind of having a good time. Yeah, it was super natural. He was really funny, really genuine, nice guy. And I just found myself laughing so much because you're so goofy.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I love that.
I wouldn't call him goofy to his face, but I could see how it's a positive thing to say.
Was your girlfriend hyping you up? I mean, could she tell that you were into him?
Yeah, I mean, she was making eyes at me this guy really likes you, and she could totally tell. And he and I actually did agree to hang out later, after the event.
Cute.
Oh.
Perfect.
So what did you and Eric do when you met up after the event?
Well, we had already drank a lot because we were chilling in the beer garden for a while.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to drink anymore. We just walked around the city and talked. We stopped and got some dessert.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, I just really liked him.
Did you kiss him, or did he kiss you, or anything romantic happen?
No kissy stuff, no hand holding it or anything.
But you felt the vibe.
Yeah.
So looking back now at the whole thing, what do you think the reason is that he might not be calling you back? Do you have any idea?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Why did you pause like that?
Yeah. Something's going on.
I don't know. I don't know if I should say or
it.
if I can or
You're embarrassed about
I don't
something?
know.
Why would you not be able to say it? Is it about you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know how this segment works. You should probably be honest with us now, because if we call him and he says it, and we're not prepared for that,
God, please say you're not married. Please say you're not married.
It could be embarrassing for you. So if it's going to come out anyway, you might as well tell us now.
Just close your ears when you tell us so you don't hear it.
Yeah.
It might be one of those things maybe he doesn't know this about me or something, and then it's I'm revealing this thing, and I'm like, oh God, what if that wasn't the thing?
I'm even more intrigued.
Okay, wait. You don't know if he knows or not? Would he be able to find it out on the internet?
Yeah.
Okay, then he knows.
Well,
Yeah, let's just get that over with. I mean,
well, what is it?
Smart.
Can we know what it is? And we won't bring it up to him unless he says it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say any of this to him, but I don't know if he found out. Okay, I don't even know if I could say this right now.
deep breath.
You can
Deep
say
breath.
it.
It's
We're
probably,
here.
honestly, all this stuff is usually not as big of a deal as people think it is in their head,
Right.
right?
I just don't want my mom to be listening or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
We're big with moms, so
Yeah.
kidding.
You a triple murder suspect or what's going on?
Yeah, we've heard that before.
Yeah.
Hey, we're an innocent till proven guilty type of show.
Yeah. Just tell us.
I'm on OnlyFans.
You're on OnlyFans.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You know what? I bet your mom doesn't even know what that is.
Yeah.
So I think you're safe.
I hope so.
Okay. How?
If you searched your name, would it come up? Because he knows your name, he could Google you.
More importantly is the content. Is it
just
PG-13
yeah,
or
is
is
it,
it something?
cute pics or...
Brooke just asked her to send you a link if you're really that
We
interested.
know what you want,
okay.
Brooke.
Is it pretty aggressive?
It's not extremely aggressive, but it's definitely leaning into rated R.
Okay. Well,
Well,
there's some guys love that, and some guys don't. It's a personality thing.
I
And-
mean, you're definitely going to have to tell him
no matter what.
Yeah.
whether he knows now or not.
And we really appreciate you being vulnerable and coming clean about that to us. We will definitely get your information during the break for Jose's sake. But you,
Wait, I thought I was getting her information.
No, I get the free trial. I was nicer.
We're very thorough in our research whenever we do this thing. But I'm curious. How successful are you with your OnlyFans? Are you somebody who might be more well known, or?
Well, yeah, I'm somewhat popular. Like I have a pretty big following.
Okay, wow. Well, now I guess that has me curious. If you've got all these followers and all the success, then why Eric?
What?
She's not interested in the
likes
followers.
Eric.
Yeah, it's a great question. I'm not on any dating apps, and this happened organically, which it was very exciting to meet him just like face to face as strangers.
Yeah.
It felt like that cute little meet cute, you know?
Yeah. How will you handle it if it is an issue for him?
I don't know. I mean, some guys are scared. Some guys are like way too into it. So it's like, is that the only reason why you like me?
I think I know which category we fell into. Sorry. But we will not bring this up again unless Eric says it first, because we're going to come back and call him and ask him, why wouldn't he call you back after such a great, unique, genuine hangout?
I keep forgetting he may not even know about the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It is so nice to have a listener just be honest with us from the beginning.
I
And
know.
I think you understand how much easier this makes our job.
It did take a lot to get it out of him.
It doesn't matter.
Unless the rating is
Doesn't
even
matter.
worse than ours. So we're going to find out when we call Eric and get you your second date update right after this. Hold on.
Second date update.
Brooke said it earlier, and I think we all agree, it is refreshing to have a listener actually be honest and vulnerable with us up front for real.
Oh, yeah.
It makes me feel so much less stressed going into this phone call, even though that's like a big, it's kind of a big thing.
Yeah, but it feels like we're all on the same page.
Yes, it's good to know that information before we dial this guy.
Yeah.
And our listener, Donna, who's Jose's already searched that name 14 times during the break. She told us
There's
about...
so many Donnas on OF, by the way.
I know. It's hard to nail down which one she is. But she told us about her meeting with a guy named Eric. It happened organically when they were both at a food festival. And they ended up bonding, walking around the city together, sharing desserts. Now he's not calling her back.
It was such a sweet interaction.
Yeah.
It
was.
really felt genuine.
And the whole reason I bring up the honesty part is because she admitted to us that Eric may have found out that she is a successful model on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, is we all understand that information can tend to freak some people out. And maybe that could be the reason that Eric is avoiding her.
And if he brings it up, do you want us to admit then that we already know Donna? Or is that something then you just want to talk to him?
Or do we lie and say, that's not her?
Yeah, actually, I feel like I would like it if I were to be the one to say it to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
If he knows.
That makes sense.
Fair.
If he found something online.
Fair.
Yeah,
So
if he already knows.
He's going to find out eventually if you ever talk about work. Like, it's your
well,
job.
Have to
Will
tell
knows
him.
you can always keep a secret life for 20, 30 years before you have to come clean about
me?
it. So.
I work from home.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he doesn't have to know all the details, but
That's good advice, Jeff.
it's really
tell
up
him
to you,
everything.
Donna. This is your decision. We're just going to call Eric. We'll see if he answers the phone, and then from that point on, we're just going to roll with it, okay?
Okay, beautiful.
All right, here we go. I'm going to dial his number right now. Let's do this.
Hello?
Hey, we're looking to talk with Eric.
Yeah, this is Eric. Who's this?
All right.
Hey, this is a show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
What up, man?
Eric.
Good morning.
Whole show's here.
I'm Jeffrey.
Hi, Jeffrey.
You guys want to go around the room and introduce yourself?
I'm
Go
Jose.
ahead.
Sorry.
Let's sound off, room. I'm Jeff.
Just show works.
I'm Jose.
Okay, Eric. Hey.
That's bro.
Oh my God.
Brooke, she's the fun one.
So awkward. Why are you so awkward?
Anyway,
And there's also Alexis.
I want to hear him talk.
we're trying to help out one of our listeners that you actually went on a date with recently. Her name's Donna.
Sounded like a cute date.
I guess if I had to sum it up, I would say that I just had a different impression of her on our date from when we first met at this beer garden, and I don't know how much she told you.
Well, it's not much more than that. According to her, it was the beer garden. You went out afterwards, walking around the city.
I thought it was really sweet that you guys didn't drink again either. Like you shared dessert. It sounds like you had great conversation.
I don't know how that even happens. How do you stop drinking? Sorry, that was a personal comment. My bad.
But you were saying that you got a different impression from her from when you met and during the
By
date?
the
Like,
end?
can you explain what you meant?
Yeah, I want to make it clear, she's a super sweet girl. She's really nice. She's really cute.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And maybe it was just because it was loud at the beer garden where we were there, but she seemed a little more outgoing and a little more, I don't know, wild, if that's a fair word. And when we were on our date, she just seemed really shy and a little, I don't know, conservative or...
Can you elaborate on that conservative part?
Yeah.
Like, what made her come off that way to you?
She just kind of gave off like goody-goody vibes. And
Oh, that is so unattractive, isn't it?
not
Really?
generally what I'm into.
I feel you on that, brother.
Okay.
but-
And you're really good at reading people.
Right.
Yeah, I am pretty good at reading people. And to be honest, she just seemed a lot more innocent than I am.
Okay. You think she's too innocent.
Look,
And you want like a
Interesting.
wild woman. Like,
Yeah, I don't mean like wild. I'm just looking for someone who's a little more adventurous.
Okay.
bro.
Aren't you in for an adventure right
Yeah.
now?
Wow.
For you.
Because
Choose your own
Buckle.
adventure at
Yeah.
this point.
Buckle up.
there is a very adventurous woman on the other line listening in on this phone call.
Ooh.
And I'm not sure if you could guess that girl would be Donna.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Donna.
Really?
Really, Donna, are you there?
Hi, Eric.
Oh my God, are you dying on the inside, Donna?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Donna, I didn't know you were on the other end of the line, and I don't want to seem like a jerk here. Like, you are super sweet. You're such a kind girl, and I had a really great time.
Mm-hmm.
No, I get it. I get it. And I hear you. I literally heard everything you said. I totally get it. And maybe I do come across that way in one-on-one scenarios, but I'm adventurous. I do have quite an adventurous, wild side.
There we go.
I mean, that's cool for you to say that, and again, I think you're really cool. But like, you can say that, but I don't know how I'm supposed to believe that based on the signals that I was picking up from you. You know?
Really?
It happens
Okay.
so often.
Well, you could just trust me that I'm not as shy as I seem.
Oh.
I don't really meet people in person. So, yeah, it's exciting, a little weird, and I obviously came off very shy, but I don't know what to say. I'm experienced. I'm an experienced woman.
That is such a
Model?
weird. You do
Yeah.
not have to say that.
I know.
I feel like she's not used to having to say this.
I know, but
Yeah.
she's obviously not shy. She called a radio station and is here with us.
good
like,
point.
you know, even outside of the other stuff.
I mean, it's pretty wild that you called a radio station, but again, you sound innocent to me, and you're
She's
just
like
kind of trying to pretend to be someone you're not to please me, and that doesn't. You don't need to do that.
Okay.
Because you sound so wild on the phone.
Okay, well, I guess if you feel that way and you don't want to believe me or get to know me more, then I guess nice meeting you.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
I think that's a good choice, Donna.
Oh, Donna.
Well, at least
Okay.
they can part ways.
No, I don't
Look,
think Donna
I
should tell
I
him.
like what she's
I
doing.
think-
I do too.
I
Yeah.
think she should tell him before he hangs up.
I mean, he is so certain who she is and doesn't have an open mind to see
Yeah.
anything else. Like, I
Okay.
don't, Donna, I'm guessing doesn't feel like he deserves that knowledge.
Well, fine, but at least before we go, I have to ask, Eric, would you like to go out with shy, innocent Donna one more time, and we would pay for the date?
Again, it doesn't seem like a match. I appreciate it.
Wow.
I mean, Eric, I think you made a mistake, and maybe I'll see you online sometime.
Yeah. You can afford it.
He's going to have to pay to see her.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I wouldn't worry about it, Eric. You know what?
Can somebody just tell me what's going on?
No, sorry, bye. All right, he's gone. Sorry, Donna. We had to hang up on that guy.
Dude.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a guy assume that about you before?
I can maybe see why he maybe thought that, but like, it was so crazy that he just didn't want to give me another chance.
I like how hardcore he thought he was.
Yeah.
You know, he's just crazy.
I want to be there the day he finds out what you do.
I know. It's probably the day that he listens to this podcast and is like, oh my God, the mistakes that I've made.
He was so sure he knew how to read people. That's what got me.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
We're getting a lot of texts in 78592 on this one. One says,
You think?
I hope Eric's listening right now and realizes he missed out on the chance of a lifetime.
Yeah.
It's really a learning moment to not judge people so quickly.
Really?
Yeah,
You know?
truly.
Yeah, the no, don't judge a book by its cover sort of thing.
I don't think it was the cover that was the problem. It was just like her attitude.
Yeah.
Another text says, I've been trying to date an OnlyFans girl for years. That guy's an idiot.
Oh, man.
There's a lot of other people on the text board, though, going crazy because we didn't tell him and didn't say it. She never revealed what she does to him.
I'm proud of her for not.
I know, I agree.
Yeah.
I thought this would be like Alexis going out with Cristiano Ronaldo and just not realizing he plays soccer and it's like, you're not my type.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Donna,
This guy in the world.
Donna did email the show after we recorded that, though, and said, I thought I'd just send him a screenshot as a parting gift. So
She did not.
I think he knows
Eddie.
now.
Did she just trying to get more subscribers?
Yeah.
She probably got one.
Out of this, she probably did. We're hoping to get a few more subscribers. If you like the second dates,
Ooh,
you
and
can
we're
always.
free.
Yeah.
100%.
I still have my shirt off, by the way.
On YouTube, you can find us, or anywhere where you get your podcast at
Yeah.
Brooke and Jeffrey. And make sure if you need help with your dating life, email the show. We'll call that person who's not calling you back.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
All the best athletes in the world have a routine of watching tape on themselves and critiquing their own performance to find ways that they can improve.
Okay, yep.
And so, in that spirit, I started doing that with my singing.
Oh,
You're watching all the TikTok videos and stuff?
Trying to figure out where I can get better. And I'll
Okay.
tell you, I did notice a few interesting things. First of all, my jawline. Way too defined.
Oh.
too defined.
Yeah. When I look that good, it distracts from my voice. And I obviously can't let that happen.
That's why there's so many ugly singers in the world.
Yes.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Gotta like blur out the jaw somehow. Second thing, my outfit. Not nearly enough glitter.
Oh, you need more.
My costume needs to sparkle as bright as my eyes.
It's your uniform.
My big, dark brown, beautiful Jewish eyes.
So more sequins is not distracting, but your jawline is.
Yes, and
Keep
third,
following.
there's way too much Brooke in the background of my video.
Oh, that'll ruin it.
What are you talking about?
No wonder my biggest fan group right now is 85 plus coupon cutters.
You suck.
Because they see her and they're like, oh, okay, this is the hip thing to do. So hopefully some of that is going to change when I do my brand new Song of the Week coming up right after this. It is time for my Song of the Week.
And what on earth could you be singing
I
about,
have
Jeffrey?
no clue, Jeffrey. What could you be singing about?
I don't know, but reports are in certain places, the weather is finally becoming a little milder. The days are getting a little longer.
Yeah, they are.
And Tinder's getting a little fatter.
What? Wait, is that good?
I mean, more people
Yeah.
on it. It's fat with possibilities.
Fat with a PH.
And all of that is really great news for most of us, but it's really bad news for one specific group of people.
Uh-oh.
The Leprechauns.
I thought this was just going to be a straight up St. Patrick's Day. I mean, people can't see you, but you came in wearing a bedazzled leprechaun hat and a bright green shirt. Like,
Yeah.
you're worried about the leprechauns.
Well, they're obviously getting no swipes on that fat Tinder. They're too short.
I
But
see.
St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and thanks to all the better weather, people are going to be out and about looking for those little green guys, hunting for their pots of gold.
Yeah.
That's how you get rich
they
quick.
may be short, but they do have money.
That's right.
You know?
Short kings. That's why my song today is for those Blarney-loving little shoemakers, because they got to stay vigilant. They cannot let their guard down for even a second, or they're going to get snatched up. And I don't want that to happen. So hopefully this performance is a little bit of a motivational reminder to those magical little Irish men. Stay on your toes. Do not get caught.
Could they only be men? can we can't have
No,
leprechaun girls?
I've actually Googled this. There's never in history been like a leper woman.
Really?
I don't know. How do they reproduce?
We
Leper
have
woman is
commitment
not-
issues. What can we say? Okay, we like the human ladies.
They'd have to make prenups. It'd get a little complicated with
Oh,
money.
yeah, because of
It's-
the gold.
You know?
I didn't think of that.
Alexis
they-
tried to get serious with one. That's how she knows.
Let me know.
He
Anyway.
was 300 years old.
Still pretty good looking. Anyway, that's why today, instead of singing DJ Khaled and Justin Bieber's I'm the One, it's Young Jeffries on the Run.
I love it.
For all those leprechauns, I'm going to point when I'm ready. Points.
We make the best shoes. Another one. DJ Seamus.
Got me fancy little suits in a child's size now. A leprechaun, yeah, a leprechaun. And at the carnival, I'm way too short for all the rides. Wow, green and stumpy, Irish Gumby. If I catch you trying to steal all me treasure, then I'ma fight you like a small Conor McGregor. And your shillelagh will be pulverized. I'm on the run, yeah. Teedle-dee-dee-die-dee-do. Pants are gone, teedle-dee-dee-die. A streak across your lawn, teedle-dee-dee-die. Hey, you'll be stunned, teedle-dee-dee-die. When you see me tiny buns. At the pub, I'm gonna peacock. Drinking. Golden clovers on me green Crocs. All the lassies, they be jigging on me shamrocks. But the thing they really after is me cash box. Sugar babies wanting me to pay up. Drunken lads trying to catch me in a K-cup. Run away until them ninnies stop and gave up. The sadness day, me routine I gotta shake up. I can hide out in the tiniest of places. In a mini cookie bag of famous Amos. Search for me all over earth and outer spaces. May I suggest your enemy muscles in the shape of doing jazzercise now. A gym bro, yeah, a cardio. I bought myself a Peloton, so you should see me thighs. Wow, I'm a beastly Ronald Weasley, a body stocky as a thick Irish potato. I still outrun you like a sprinter from Jamaica. Chase me and your heart will flatline. Yeah, don't be dumb, yeah. Teedle-dee-dee-die-dee-do. Green and small, teedle-dee-dee-die. Like a baby Yoda doll, teedle-dee-dee-die-dee-do. Bar crawl, teedle-dee-dee-die. End up in a toilet stall. So shameful, shameful. Got some helpers if you couldn't tell. I got me allies in the Smurfs and in the Keebler elves. I got a bag of fairy dust from my girl Tinkerbell. And got more magic than a book of Harry Potter spells. I'm bendy as a staple. I hide in a Lego underneath a bagel. Find a tiny crevice in your girlfriend's navel. She'll be thinking about me 3 weeks into April. So shameful. Trick, trick, trick. Got my tricks going. Take me pot of gold and turned it into Bitcoin. Hiding me money in cryptocurrency. It's safer than a rainbow. Every 17th of March I get terrorized by everyone, yeah. Trying to hunt the only holiday where kidnapping is glorified. Why? Easter Bunny, he thinks it's funny. I got more shillings to my name than Rockefeller. Me charms are luckier than any marshmallow. Elon wish he had my credit line. A quadrillion. Teedle-dee-dee-die-dee-do. On the run, teedle-dee-dee-die-dee-do. Hiding all me funds, teedle-dee-dee-die-dee-do. You're getting none, teedle-dee-dee-die. Just like Brooke's husband.
Another one.
Where'd I go, Earl? You're too slow, Earl. I'm on the run from you. I'm on the run, I won't pay, Earl. Go away, Earl. Cobble your own damn shoes. Air Jordan, just keep up, girl. You're too drunk, Earl. Too many Guinness brews. I think your dad got more pesos than Jeff Bezos. So why don't you chase him too? I'm on the run.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
That is so awesome.
So good,
Dude,
man.
Jeff Bezos is not adorable enough to be a leprechaun like you are.
Yeah, but he's old and rich enough, so.
Yeah, he looks like a tall leprechaun.
Yeah, so I'm just worried for all the leprechauns out there. Stay safe, stay on your feet, keep
Dude.
running.
Somebody's going to be checking their belly button this weekend.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
Ladies, look out. They'll
Yeah.
hide wherever they
I'm gonna be looking
can.
in the Legos. I forgot they could hide anywhere.
Anywhere. That is your song of the week. Text in 78592 and tell us what you
Jeff.
thought about it. We're going to post this video up on all of our socials, on our YouTube page, our TikTok, Insta, and everywhere with all the lyrics
Yeah,
there.
you got to watch the video. I mean, like, see it
You
in
gotta
person.
see our leprechaun.
Yeah.
That's right. So happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Yeah.
Stay safe out there. We got your phone tap coming up. Uh-oh. Someone's pregnant. Big announcement. Anybody in the room want to say anything?
Aw, I wish.
Hell no.
That excited,
I
huh?
mean, congratulations to whoever's on the phone.
Come on, guys. We all know Eric is on the phone and his wife is pregnant.
Oh, way to go, Eric.
Eric, was that all you?
I'd hope so.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
You know
all right.
what? So does every man.
Yeah. High five, bro.
When
Wait
they say it takes a village, I don't think that's what it means.
Yeah, no.
Are you sure? How are you feeling about it?
I am excited.
Oh,
I'm very excited.
That's the right answer,
Right
Eric.
answer.
We're going to give you half of a point just for saying that.
Yeah,
Well done.
only good parents get the half point.
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
right.
Why
So-
Brooke doesn't go.
Yeah, Brooke's starting at 0.
Yeah.
So here we go. She has left the studio, and you know how it works. 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know when you could say pass, but you have to beat Brooke outright if you want to win. Are you ready?
Yes, thanks.
All right, future dad. Good luck. Here we go. Your time starts now. Today is Pi Day. Which numeral comes after 3.14 in pi?
3.141.
Which month gets its name from the Latin word meaning 10?
October.
Will Smith and his son Jaden first acted together in what 2006 film?
Pursuit of Happiness.
What does the media company CNN stand for?
Commercial pass.
Honey, hot, and brown are all types of what condiment?
Mustard.
You're supposed to say it like mustard. That's the cool way
But we
to
will
say it.
accept your answer too, Eric. Well done. Brooke's coming back into the studio. And it's so crazy because all week long, we've been talking about our favorite sounds you would hear in the delivery room. So I'll go first. Mine is get out the forceps.
Oh,
That's not a good
wow.
sound.
That's
Jeff.
my favorite one to hear. Jose, what's yours? And don't be gross or loud.
Mine would just be crying because that means the baby's healthy and it's
Yeah,
alive and it's
that's
breathing.
sweet.
So crying's a good thing.
The
to
baby
hear.
crying.
No, not the doctor.
No, okay. All right, good. Brooke, what's your favorite sound to hear in a delivery room?
Ooh. You did a great job, Mama. Would you like a margarita?
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that what happens?
Every time.
The most clutch thing one of my best friends ever did was bring me a bag of burgers afterwards.
Ooh, great.
I have never had a burger taste as good as in that moment.
Eric, you got anything special planned for the delivery room?
Yes, I'm going to be crying and I'm going to say, we did it.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah,
It was all me, honey.
All me.
Yeah. My husband still says, that was really tough on me.
Yeah.
Was it tough on you?
The irony that like dad jokes are being told while you're becoming a dad.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
It's a good initiation. Now, Brooke, it's your turn. Are you ready?
Yes.
Your time starts now. Today is Pi Day. Which numeral comes after 3.14 in pi?
3.
Which month gets its name from the Latin word meaning 10?
December.
Will Smith and his son Jaden first acted together in what 2006 film?
Pass.
What does the media company CNN stand for?
Coverage News Network.
Honey, hot, and brown are all types of what condiment?
Mustard.
In the popular film Deadpool vs. Wolverine, who stars alongside Ryan Reynolds?
Hugh Jackman.
Ooh, okay, accepting those answers. Now it's time to head on over to the scoreboard to see how you did with Jose.
I tried this one chili and it set my mouth on fire and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Bolaños.
I just want to say I handpicked that years ago. I love that clip. Eric, you got 3 correct today.
Nice
pretty
work,
good,
Eric.
It's a good game. And Brooke, you snuck in an extra question at the very end. And
Yep.
it saved you. Also 3.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
man. I am sorry. Just tied it up with Brooke, so
man.
tie goes to the house on these. Let's go over the answers. It's Pi Day. The numeral that comes after 3.14 in pi is 1. And Eric knew that, by the way.
Wow.
The month that gets its name from the Latin word meaning 10 would be December. Like Deca,
Yeah, totally
December.
makes sense since it's the 12th month.
It was
12th month.
originally the 10th month until the Gregorian calendar overtook it.
Greg.
Yeah.
Oh, screwing
Thanks a
things
lot.
up.
Will Smith and his son Jaden first acted together in the 2006 film The Pursuit of Happiness. CNN stands for Cable News
I
Network.
knew that.
Once you hear it.
Honey,
knew
hot,
it.
and brown are all types of mustard. And in Deadpool vs. Wolverine, Hugh Jackman stars alongside Ryan Reynolds. So, Eric, I'm sorry, it just barely wasn't enough to beat Brooke today, but just for playing, we are giving you a $50 Burger King gift card. Coke Zero Sugar is now available at Burger King. Real Coca-Cola Taste Zero Sugar. You can pair an ice-cold Coke Zero Sugar with the new Steakhouse Bacon Whopper sandwich with Swiss cheese, iconic A1 sauce, crispy onions, and peppercorn aioli. Available now for a limited time at participating Burger King restaurants.
Yum. That's one of my wife's current cravings. So
There you go.
I think I'm going to be the big winner on that one.
Hey, man, come back and play again soon. We'll do Win Brooks Bucks same time on Monday.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.